again.
Some wild cats.
Do you hear me? We back with it, man.
You're listening to some wild cats.
You guys represent what is best in America.
Hey, Craig, let me ask you, do you use the same type of Beijing, or do you just, like, you mix that up? like you do just for men?
These dudes, boy.
Yo, I'm getting ready to put y'all up on something, man.
From the DMV to wild cats. Now, let's start the show.
Okay, here we go, man. In 5, 4, 3, 2.
What's the deal, family? Yes, we are back. Some Wildcats Podcast, season number 5, episode 2. Yes, I am Craig Black, and we are here for Super Saturday. The Super Saturday show. Super Bowl goes down tomorrow, so I can't do the show by myself, so let me bring my family up in here. First off, got my man Keith, a.k.a. Cat Daddy Keith, a.k.a. Coach Keith, a.k.a. Keith the Freak. What's up, Keith?
What's up, Black? What's going on?
What's going on, man? It's going good. It's going good. It's going real good, man. Also, got to bring my man to the show. He's baseball, basketball, track parent extraordinaire. He got them all. He wearing all them hats right now. He got a nice little Baptist hat on. My man, he spells his name with 25 N's. My man Glenn. What's up, Glenn?
Hey, what's up, fam? How y'all doing?
Hey, Slim, I got tired listening to that intro.
Hey, man, yo, I got a lot of hats, man, yo.
I don't miss all that running, boy.
Man, you gotta do it for the kids, mine and the ones, man, my little family, man. We had practice today, man, out there, beautiful weather today. Shout out to Coach Aaron, too, man. We had the kids out there running a little inter-squad scrimmage. Man, got it in, man. Those boys look good right now, man. That tunnel work we doing hitting looking good right now. Make some noise this spring.
All right, gotta do it for the kids. Also, gotta bring. Well, my man's he's here. He's making. Is this 2 shows in a row? We gotta bring my man, aka what the hell? He got one word. The talent to the building. What's up, Tony?
The talent is in the building. What's up,
hey,
y'all? How
what's
y'all
up,
doing?
man? What's up? Missed you last week, man. How you doing, man?
I'm good, bro. I'm good, man. I'm on my OG status now, man.
Hey.
You with your you with your kids. I got a grandkid now, so it's a whole different ball game with that now.
Hey, man, bring that camera up, man. Bring your head, your face to the center of that screen for me, sir. All right, there you go.
You just got finished telling you he was pop. You got to help him out now.
All right, and last but not least, he coming all the way from Greece, Athens, Greece. I don't know. He's out the country right now, but he's here for the show. Y'all give it up for AKA the old man, AKA he had an AARP card for like 5 years now. Hey, coming from Greece, man. Y'all give it up for my dude Ant. What's up, Ant?
Hey, Craig, COVID is over and the barbershops are back open, right?
Oh,
I'm just saying.
That's a good one, man. That's a good one. For like people like me and Tony that can grow hair, I know that. Anyway, all right. But let's tell the people about this podcast, man. This podcast is about us and our friendship over the last 35, 40 plus years, and it's about the topics we want to talk about because we don't give a goddamn what you think. It's all about what we think. All right, Super Bowl Saturday, and we gotta talk about the big game. So we got a special guest we got to bring to the building. Yes. He is a Wildcat.
Returning.
A returning Wildcat. One of the original Wildcats. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they don't. But he was there for the creation of this podcast. So let's bring him to the room. He is the #1 Eagles fan, and he gets on my last fucking nerve about them damn Eagles. Y'all give it up one time for my man Greg, aka G Money, aka Papa Parrish. What's up, Greg? You gotta give me more than that.
Hey, man. Hey, Greg.
You gotta give me more than that, man.
Hey, Greg, it's good to see you inside the house, bro.
Absolutely.
Good to see you inside the house. You know what I'm saying? The wife ain't make you doing this out on the back porch like normal.
Yeah, well, I was good this week.
All right, that's what's up.
Hey, Greg, tell him happy life, happy.
Yeah, happy me.
All right,
thanks.
So let's talk.
Thanks for bringing your personality to the podcast. We really appreciate it, bro. There you go.
Hey, congrats on the grandchild as well.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
All right. This is H2O, bird type.
That bird flu.
Bird flu.
Craig, can you take control of this shit, please?
I'm letting them go for a second. Anyway, let's get to the let's get to the game, man. We got the Eagles taking on the Kansas City Chiefs in Super Bowl 56, and it goes down tomorrow. Yes. And I'm gonna put this up here because Keith hates this picture right here, so I'm gonna put this one up here too. Little cartoon joint. All right. So I'm gonna let you start, Greg. You wanted to come on the show. You hit us up. You wanted to talk your talk, walk your walk about your Philadelphia big Eagles. Yeah.
You know what I say? Put some respect on our name. All three of y'all.
So are y'all gonna win or what?
Sure,
are y'all gonna win?
H2O in that cup?
I'm positive. H2O. Yeah, man. Listen, I feel confident that we're gonna win, and it's not like the first Super Bowl. I was like super anxious and nervous. Actually, I'm confident. I feel good. I think we're gonna do our thing. We've been representing all season, kind of not under the radar, but not getting due respect from the media, from our offensive and also from our defensive side. Yes, we did take a L by the Commanders at length. I give you that. And that, I think that was before Major Tutty was created, right?
No, hey, you keep using that, but nobody that's nobody's mascot for real. We don't
hey man,
we ain't took no ownership of that.
That's your mascot, the lab animal from NIH. I don't know.
As soon as Danny Boy sell that team, he taking that mascot with him.
He taking them with him.
It'll be gone.
Jeff Bezos gonna ship it out to him on the Amazon truck.
There you go. First thing smoking.
So one of the key things, man, I was watch stuff, and I watched Patrick Mahomes. We do know the week before the AFC conference game, he suffered a high ankle sprain. That normally takes about 4 weeks to heal. He played right the next week. So when he was stepping off the plane, he masked it pretty well, but I could see a limp. So he's hurting. So I believe my front seven gonna go attack him just like we did Mr. Irrelevant last 2 weeks ago. Just gonna get after him. We're gonna handle business, man, and bring number 2 to have the Broad Street Parade, brother.
Yeah, you said it right. Number 2. You know what that usually stands for, right?
It'll be the second one. It'll be number 2 for us.
No, I said you know what number 2 stand for.
Tell me.
But I give you your credit, man. When I saw what they did in the draft this year, and when they picked up AJ Brown, I knew they was gonna be pretty good. I didn't know they was gonna be this good this fast, but I thought they was gonna be pretty good. But I think the fans, you kind of getting up there on that level with the Cowboys as far as being the fans that's irritable and a thorn in our side. So we're gonna let you speak your piece, but you just better be ready if 15 goes off on y'all tomorrow, because Monday gonna be a long day.
I'm prepared.
Hey, Greg. So you say because of his ankle, we know they're gonna painkillers, everything. He's gonna make him so he's right. So other than that, that's the only factor why you think you're gonna win, because of the fact that he get on a broke leg. If that's what you posting your based on your Super Bowl prediction on, boy, you got a long day tomorrow. Gotta give me more than that.
Listen,
convince me.
He needs that right foot to plant so he can make credible throws, right? That's not gonna happen, Glenn. So,
but you did it 2 weeks ago. Like this, he's not a running quarterback. He's the best pocket passer in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
If you ever watch a game and you listen to what they talk about, he's calling out coverages and defenses before they snap the football and getting the ball out of his hands quick, fast, in a hurry. They won't make the same mistake that San Francisco did by trying to block the defensive ends of the Eagles with tight ends. That was crazy right there. They won't make that same mistake. You got Andy Reid. It's personal for him. You got the enemy who's probably going to end up with the Redskins next year as the offensive coordinator, and eventually probably take it over as the head coach.
What team
It's,
was
it's
that?
a lot on the
What
line
team was
for
that?
those-
You
for
meant
those
the
dudes.
Commanders, right? You meant the Commanders, right?
Redskins, man, whatever, man. Same colors, you know, it's all the same.
Now,
So y'all
hey, look,
do y'all do
while
know
we sit, while
do
we
know
sitting
his
on here, they
personal-
just said that Eric Bieniemy is the top candidate for the Colts head coaching job.
No, they're gonna make him the OC first, and then they'll get Rivera out of there next year and probably slide him into the position if they do well. If you look at what they did, they'll probably Carson Wentz is gone. Y'all know that.
Yeah.
For sure. They're gonna probably make Sam Howell. Sam Howell's a pocket quarterback. Bieniemy's specialty is dealing with guys that are pocket type, quarterbacks. He'll turn them into a poor man's version, I think, of Alex Smith. They'll be markedly better if they pick him up as an OC from an offensive perspective.
So
But getting back to
he would
the
take an
Eagles,
OC position before he take a head coach's position if he got a choice.
I don't think that he's hireable right now as an OC.
But you know what, Tony? One thing you ain't talked about.
No, that's what they just said. He's a top contender.
One thing they just talked about is, we're going to possibly get new ownership. And that's the only reason why River Ron is going to probably stay for another year. I'm not sure if they're going to I know they're going to have to fill that OC position.
Right.
It's going to be, if I'm Eric Bieniemy, it's too much uncertainty right now with the new ownership and where the direction of the team is going for me to take that decision and stuff. So
I agree with you. But if there's a way that, you never know, man. In NFL, y'all saw what happened in the NBA. A lot of back alley stuff happens. Who knows if Bezos and them is hitting them up like, look, if we get this team, it's going to be your squad or whatever. But, circling back to what Greg is, the Eagles are built very, very good. It's going to be a great game. The one thing that happens with the Eagles is they can run the football. The only thing I'm a little concerned about with the Eagles is Jalen Hurts. Them last couple games, man, he ain't been hitting on all cylinders. And Spags got a championship. Remember, he was a coordinator when they beat Tom Brady and them in the Super Bowl. So I'm pretty sure he's gonna come up with a game plan. AJ Brown is not gonna beat the Chiefs, and I doubt Devontae Smith is going to beat the Chiefs. I think it's going to rest on Goddard and whatever they can do, probably, running wise, even though they probably have some type of special plan, for the running game that the Eagles have.
So, Bags, who are you picking, Bags? Give me your pick, man.
I think that Kansas City's probably going to squeak it out. I'm going like something like 27-24, 30, 20, 28. 30, 27, something in that ballpark. I figure it's going to be somewhat exciting, a game.
Okay.
Because the Eagles, what I think the Eagles are going to do is what most people do when you got an exciting quarterback. They're going to try to keep him on the sideline, and if they do that, then it's going to be a problem if Kansas City scores some points, because I don't think the Eagles are built to come from behind.
So, all right. So Bags is going with Kansas City. I'm gonna go around the room. I know who Greg got. You don't need to ask him, but I'll let you go last, Greg. All right, let's go to you, Keith. So Wildcats Podcast, we're talking about Super Bowl picks for tomorrow. Super Sunday goes down. Chiefs versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Who you got, Keith?
I'm gonna go with Kansas City just off their experience. Like they've been there before, they done seen it. So, y'all know that's how I come to any type of. When I lean that way, I'm always getting to the folks that's been and done it already.
Okay. It's on you, Glenn. Who you got? Super Bowl Sunday.
Hey, shocker. It's going to be a good game tomorrow. I can't wait to see it. I'm going to have to go with the Eagles.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I think that run game, along with no Jalen Hurts, so I think that's going to be the factor. Kansas City, they look good, but receiving, they need that. They need that number one. I think another number one. So throwing with Kelsey ain't gonna make it happen. Just being a number one. So I'm going with the Eagles.
All right. So I'm gonna go to you. Aaron. Who you going with? Who got the Super Bowl win tomorrow? Kansas City
I'm going Kansas City 27-31. It's going to be a nail biter, man. But I'm going to get a nod to Andy Reid and stuff. I think, he's not even an X factor, man. He's like, like you said, that coaching staff has been here before. And, no knock on the Eagles and stuff, man. But I just think that they're going to mitigate a lot of the things that the Eagles do well and stuff. So,
All right. So I'm gonna go, Greg. I'm gonna go. As much, I'm gonna tell you something, Greg. It's hard for me. It's hard for me to even begin to like anything Eagles because of you.
Yes.
because of you. But I've been a fan of this dude, Jalen Hurts, for a long time, even before he became an Eagle, man, because of his story. But you make me not want to see him succeed. It's you.
Yeah.
But you know what? With their offensive line, with their defensive line, I gotta say, man, I want them Bama's to lose, but I do think that they're going to pull off the win. I think they're actually going to beat the Eagles. I mean, I think the Eagles actually going to beat Kansas City. I'm going with Philadelphia. If I had to put money on it, I would place my money on Philadelphia. Since I ain't betting nobody, I want Kansas City to win. How about that? So I let you go last, big dog.
Hey,
Big
well,
dog.
Of course, you know I'm taking us, and you know I'm laughing at y'all talking about all this experience that the Chiefs had. Y'all do realize they only have one Super Bowl win under Andy Reid. So yeah, they've been to AFC Championship game, but you know, for us bringing that Lombardi, they got as many as we got, and we have veterans that from 5 years ago when we first won it. At least we got about 5 vets that are on it, so we got the experience. Just the point of just, you know, feeding off each other and that chemistry. I think we're gonna be all right. And one other thing, you talking about a vendetta. Nick Sirianni used to be one of the coaches at Kansas City, so there's a personal vendetta on his side as well. So I'm not gonna say it's gonna be a blowout like we've done the Giants and San Fran. But we will beat them by 2 touchdowns. I'm telling you now.
Wow.
Hey, I'm gonna throw this out there. Don't sleep on 10 Pacheco, Kansas City. And they did activate Clyde Edwards-Helaire. He's off of IR. The Eagles thing, run defense is not the best. So I got a feeling that they'll be able to do enough to keep them balanced enough to keep the Eagles off balance. And I don't got them winning by 2 touchdowns. It's going to be closer than that.
So
it's definitely going to be closer than that.
To me, a comparison will be just like the 49ers. You mentioned Tony. There was Deebo Samuel, Alex Herrera. There was McCaffrey.
They didn't have a quarterback after the first quarter.
Yeah, 4th-string quarterback.
Listen,
They didn't have a quarterback. You knew that game was over after the first quarter.
He said nothing about Mahomes.
Was that the first possession? That was the first possession.
I mentioned the receiver and I mentioned the running back. Those 2 special guys that the 49ers.
Who got to get the ball to them?
There was one dimension, though, man. There was one dimension.
The game was over, Greg. They didn't have a choice but to run the football.
It's like the first possession.
If y'all drunk haterade before y'all came, man, I understand.
It ain't got nothing to do with haterade, man. But come on, that game is over the first series.
But you heard it from me first. With double digits, we will beat them by.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm with you, man. It's a good thing this is being recorded, though. That way we got something to go back to.
Yeah, but you know,
I stand by my word. I got it.
I'll revert back to when we were struggling. Mr. Keith Cat Daddy, you know, his famous words. If your team ain't over 500, you need to be quiet.
Oh, yeah. That was only good for fantasy football, though. That don't count right now.
You're talking about the real thing right now.
Speaking of which, Craig was the king of fantasy football.
Oh, yeah, yes.
He was the king?
I'm about to tell you why.
The champion. Say it again.
Let him win.
Say it again.
Let him win.
When we get off the air, I'm gonna let you know all the text messages that me and Anthony got every week.
I got receipts. Say what you want to say. I got receipts. I keep them. I keep my receipts.
I don't know who I heard it from, but I heard Craig. Only reason why he got into the playoff is because of injury. Because the game when they canceled the game, he was winning.
Yes, I would admit that.
The only reason why he was in the playoffs.
You're right. Thanks to the NFL. One time for the NFL.
Game. Took away points.
I would not deny that. That's the reason I got to the championship. But I did. I beat the best team in the championship, though. The best team, the best player. I beat his ass. Though.
Yeah, but somebody said, Craig, on a real Craig, somebody said it was a depleted league. A lot of good participants had left the league.
Because Greg wasn't in the league. I mean, because Greg's in the league. Because Al's in the league. That's what you're saying. You saying?
No, I said
they don't have any skills. You saying they don't have any skills?
The word on the street.
Is that the word on the street? Because you got Greg,
that was
Anthony,
like you played
Derek,
your
Courtney,
like you played your league in the bubble.
Oh my God!
Did you play the league in the bubble?
Maybe I'll come back next year.
Put an asterisk beside my win, but I still got the money.
Yes, we did. We got that.
All right, Some Wildcats podcast, man. Coming to you live from Some Wildcat Studios, man. We on Facebook. Click and subscribe and follow us on YouTube at Some Wildcats. Follow us on Twitter at Some Wildcats. We on Twitch. We everywhere, man. Soon to be coming to you on IG and TikTok. All right. We still got my man Greg up in here and let you live your life a little bit, Greg. This is the first Super Bowl you'll have two brothers going head to head against each other in the Super Bowl. And so you got Travis Kelce and Jason Kelce playing against each other in the Super Bowl. Thought that was kind of cool. What else with this Super Bowl? Oh, tickets. Let's talk about the price of tickets for this Super Bowl. You want to go back to something? You saying, would you want to go back to something, sir?
You mentioned the brothers. You forgot about the two Afro-American brothers.
I didn't know the two other brothers in there. I thought it was just a Kelce.
The two quarterbacks in the Super Bowl.
Black History Month.
And first female coach.
Autumn Lockwood.
I met brothers that are related, y'all. But okay.
Nah, there's been a female coach. Tampa Bay had a female coach.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's a defensive line coach. When I was there in 2019, she's assistant defensive line coach. She just got dropped by Tampa Bay and picked up by Tennessee. The Titans.
African American coach?
No, she's white.
You're talking about African American. This person African American.
No, I thought you said the first female. I thought you said the first female coach.
She's the first one from Wakanda.
Okay.
All right.
Like she's like a running back coach or something for the Eagles, right?
Yeah.
Let's try it again. Ticket prices. So Wildcats podcast. The Super Bowl ticket prices on some Dirk Belly type of stuff right now.
No, me and Bags going next year, right, Bags?
Not at them prices, big dog. Not at all.
Hey, but G Money told me that these ticket prices are not accurate right now. They actually went up, right, Greg?
Yeah, there's 6K. I looked at it early this week, but nah, I can't do that.
6,000 for wow.
Now, that's
a question. Can you resell Super Bowl tickets? I thought there ain't so many that you're not allowed to resell to drive the price up.
That's the Beyonce tickets.
Of course they come on now. Scalpers down there making a killing out there in Arizona.
Interesting enough, and I think Tony can vouch for this. Like the players, they get tickets, and so it's a guy in a little cigar crew. He used to play with the Ravens offensive line. He was offensive guard. He was saying that each player gets 2 tickets, and he said he never been to the Super Bowl. He just get them and sell them. And he like, I'll just watch them on TV. So,
right,
yeah.
Oh, that's
true. That's what they do.
I ain't mad at that. The hustle is gotta hustle.
Right?
Shit, get that money. Shit. All right.
Speaking of money, let's go to football. And I'm sorry, he just brought something up my mind about the disability claims from the owners. That's some crazy shit, man. They try and block the pensions and block the disability for these players. Y'all have y'all been following that?
They've been doing it for years, bro.
Yeah, but it's public now. It's like really out there. I boycotted one time. I'm about to boycott the NFL again, man. They gotta do better, man. They gotta do better.
Yeah, some bullshit. That's the NFL. That's the man. All right, so Wildcats podcast coming to you live from Some Wildcat Studios. We're on Facebook, YouTube. Follow, click and subscribe, and follow us on YouTube. Hey, Greg, man, we appreciate you coming through, hanging out with the show. You got any last words before we let you get up out of here, man?
Listen, man, just tune in. As they say, don't watch me, watch TV. Go Birds.
Okay.
I see you tomorrow, Greg.
Yes, sir.
All right. Let's get him the hell out of here.
He did well, man. He did well.
I ain't gonna let you go like that. I ain't gonna do you like that. I ain't gonna do you like
He's
that.
gonna do you dirty. Just kick you out the door.
I ain't gonna do you like that. Thanks for coming through, G Money. We appreciate you, man. All right.
Appreciate y'all, fellas.
All right.
I'll let you, boy.
Now let's talk about his ass. All right.
I want to give a question.
He can still hear us though. He can still hear
Hey, I
us.
want to give a question. I'm get a question to Anthony, man. How's it? So, what's the scene in Greece, man? How's it like? You like it out there? How how it is for a black man out there? Is it they the race and stuff like that? They cool with us? How's it going? Or is it because you were a superstar now, so you get superstar status?
Nah, it's actually interesting, man. This is one of the first times I can honestly say I've been to a place where I literally have seen, aside from those who are playing basketball, that's on the basketball team, the players and the families, I've seen 2 black people.
Really?
So they're not racist. They people as nice as ever, but you do get the kind of lingering stares and stuff, and the long glances and stuff, man. But other than that, it's cool.
You got that fanny pack on, dude.
Nah. Hey, but shit,
would you vacation
I
there?
like this? I ain't gonna rock it, but man, honestly, the way they be having pickpockets, in different parts of the world, you'd be smart not to wear one.
Yeah.
So would you vacation there, man? Would you suggest come out there and vacation out there? Heard the weather's beautiful.
So I'm in Patras, which is not really a vacation type spot, but Santorini and Athens, those are kind of like. So I'll be in Athens for 4 days starting Monday. So that's more of a vacation, more of a touristy spot. But like right now, and because Derek was actually supposed to come, and him and his wife were supposed to come, and I was telling them, I'm like, this ain't really like a touristy type place. Like you coming to check, see the basketball. But other than that, it's not really a lot to do because it's really too cold to go out on the beach. Like I look out on my son's balcony and I'm literally looking at the ocean.
Hey,
like
I can tell everybody why you are over in Greece right now. Tell the people why you over there.
Yeah, I'm in Greece right now because my son plays professionally in the Greek league that also plays in the Euro Cup league. So I came to lay my eyes on him, man. So I'm here for 2 weeks just to check him out and stuff. So
yeah, how's he doing, man?
He's doing good, man. He's doing, man. That adult. That's why I was telling you earlier and stuff, man. Live in the moment and stuff, man.
Yeah.
You and Craig. You got some semi-adults. Me, Keith, and Bags. We got adults. Right now and stuff, man. So live in that moment and stuff, man. And I will say this:
Bags' daughter is the same age as Craig, and it's Craig and Lil Dave. Is your daughter the same age?
My youngest one.
The youngest.
She just turned 19 Wednesday.
Yeah.
Didn't he just say you got a grandbaby, man?
I got a 3-year-old grandbaby.
I was talking about this. I'm pretty sure that Tony can attest to as old as his son is gonna get. You still parenting these kids and stuff, man.
Yeah, I told somebody that this morning, man. I had a client in my office and they were talking to me about something. They got a kid that just turned like 20 something, like maybe about 22, and they was just like complaining. And I was like, look, man, it don't never go away, man. My 36-year-old son called me today to ask me could he do something, and I was just like, it don't never stop, bro. It don't never stop.
Hey.
But you know what? Anthony can attest to this. I appreciate, Keith, you probably can too. I appreciate the change and the transition in the relationship. When you start dealing with them as adults, it's I sit back sometime, man, and man, I think I did all right. It ain't no handbook to this, that they turn out. He asked me something that's like super intelligent today, and I was like, damn, I did something right. That was a smart thing to ask, and we had an adult conversation about it, and it wasn't just, hey, do it because I said do it. It was actually some give and take, and it's kind of it's a blessing, man, to still have a relationship with them when they become adults. That they still, come to you for consult and for advice, and really care about what you think.
No, but I think it goes back to
one more thing, Keith, because me and Keith always talking about this, where we always say there's no handbook to this, and I said that to my wife one day, and she said, yes, there is. It's called the Bible, and I was just like, all right, baby, touche.
All right, so we'll fast forward past that comment.
Right. But nah, man. Hey, look, to piggyback on what you were saying though, it is good to kind of to get that reassurance that they heard you. Because a lot of times when we going through them years where you don't think they hearing nothing you said, or you don't think they really getting it, and then like you said, as they get older, they give you that reassurance that okay, damn, maybe they was listening, or they just saw the example for so long that they only know a certain kind of way to do it.
Yeah, my kids are starting to ask me why questions now. You know, it's not. It used to be, hey, Dad, can you do this? Now it's I get a phone call and it's like, hey, Dad, why did you do such and such and such and such? And you know, for them to be able to receive the advice, you know, like I told one of my sons the other day, I was like, look, man, I've been down that same path. Look, let me tell you what happens if you make the right, how hard you're gonna have to fight to get back to the left. And then kind of explain to them why it's just easy to just go ahead and make the left, you know, right now. It's interesting, like I said, to be able to be grown enough now where I'm not telling them to do something just because I'm telling them to do something, but to be able to explain it to him and for him to be grown enough and adult enough and have, you know, been enough experience to actually kind of understand where the information, where it's coming from. And it's not.
But you know the other part of that, Tony? You know the other part of that, though? As you mature as a parent, you probably change and alter your delivery so it's palatable for them to receive it and stuff. Because I know growing up,
from them, they tell me I'm still the same, but they get it now. It's different.
But I know I've had to change my delivery because my ultimate goal.
Hey, you want to know something funny? I was talking to my oldest son. He was complaining to me about his water bill, and I was like, "Oh, so now you get it?" He was like, "Yeah, I think I understand now why you used to be on us all the time." I was like, "Yeah, when you get that big bill and find out that people leave the water on when you leave for the day, it's different now."
For water, yes, yeah.
He was like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "It's crazy expensive," and I was like, "That's all I was trying to tell you when you was growing up, dog. That's it, you know." But sometimes you got to go through things to understand it, and you know, now it's say, hey, well, what did you do to curb it? I was like, you remember my 5-minute shower rule? He was like, yeah, I'm using that now. I'm like, yeah, that's where that came from. I said, you ain't gonna get no big bill like that.
Hey Tony, I call it planting seeds. You planted that seed a long time ago. Now you get it. It found a groove, but hey, plant seeds, man. I do that all the time. Like now, like Jay, you know, sometimes I always have to say, hey, did you work out today? Did you swing the bat today? Now, guess what? He puts AirPods in, go in the basement, get on the tee, do work. I said, hey, let me know if you want me to do some soft toss for you. But for years and years, yo, go downstairs, swing. Go downstairs, give me 100 swings. Go downstairs, give me 100 swings. That's why he's where he's at now, because of those things. But you know, I had to learn to back off, and now he has to own it. He's owning it now. So plant the seeds. So that's what you did.
we ain't talking about just the sports aspect of it. We talking about
I'm talking life too.
Life in general.
Seeds.
Like you gonna see a lot of that jump just come back to you. Like, okay, this why. Like not just about the sports. Like I know for a lot of times, like I had a revelation when my oldest was probably about 12 or 13. We sitting at the table, you know, eating dinner one night. She dropped her fork, and she was like, I guess that's something that I did wrong in practice. And I couldn't say nothing. Like everything always reverted back to the sport. And so, you know, that made me kind of, you know, snap out of, like Anthony said about how your delivery is, man. It's just more and especially like with us coaching them too. You gotta know when to flip that switch, like when to be coach and then when to just be dad. And it still don't never get no easy. I mean, he's still going through it right now. He called and fuss. He fuss. The stuff that he want to tell them, he called me. He called me and tell me all the stuff he want to tell them. And I was like, Slim, you know you can't really say that. They ain't gonna hear you.
Hey, I am actually trying to work on the delivery part. You know, like Anthony said, I mean, a lot of times it is the way. Sometimes I do realize I'm still talking to them like they still live here. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So it's a Wildcats podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios in the DMV and Greece. We have a man Andy Greece. And we just give a little bit of advice about the kids growing up. Shout out to Lynn Brady. She says, I feel you guys on that. I guess I'll comment about, you know, we do with the kids. She says from her oldest to her set of twins. Congratulations, that set of twins. Her delivery has changed because her oldest grew up with her. The twins had to watch how and what I say. With the twins, I had to watch and how what I say, something like that. Okay.
That's that chilling elementary reading right there.
Yeah, put those her joint is her joint. Come on now, the English on here is not the best. Come on now.
Everybody understood exactly what she was saying, but
they feel
you, Len.
He messed with inquisitive at all. He's trying to sound that joint out. Facial expression change. He ain't mess with that word at all.
He left it alone. He's like,
Hey, let's go. Let's talk about me and my son's conversations have been about what's crazy is his work in school and his girlfriend. You know, he had a couple little girlfriends throughout middle school into high school, and you know, I celebrated the first time he ever got some. And Glenn, know the conversation I had with him. I had to call Glenn. I was
wait.
Yeah, I ain't gonna put it out there, but it happened. It happened. But he's in college right now.
You already put it out there. What are you talking about?
I said I'm not gonna go into detail
like
about
it.
He just cut the podcast off.
So what happened was he has a girlfriend in college right now. So it's like, man, I'm asking him I'm like, Craig, I understand, you know, you got a girl. It's all good. You know, she's your girl. I'm glad you with one person. But I need you to focus on this work, man. You know, you can't, you know, they got more, it's a lot more distractions from them now than we had back then. We had our sports and stuff. We had video games. But that phone with them, because all of them got phones. When we went to college, we went on our phones like that. We're from that generation a little bit behind, a little bit before the phones, social media. Before social media, we wasn't on their phones like that.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, we had pages. We say the truth. We had pages. We had two-way pages.
We didn't have those distractions. So he got his schoolwork. He got his girlfriend. He got the video games. He got the gym.
Hold up. That's the excuses he giving you for that work that he ain't doing?
Yeah, life is good. No, listen. He's trying. He's not giving me a lot of excuses, but I'm just trying to get his focus. I want him to stay focused on the plan. You know, the plan.
Right, so let me tell you this, Craig. Let me tell you this, because I had to learn this too, and maybe some of you guys had to learn this. He may look like you, but he's never going to be like you or think like you, because his environment is different than yours. You are the way you are. You're a product of your environment. You know, we grew up with that lower middle class neighborhood where we right across the street from the hood. So we played in the hood, but still was able to stay in the suburbs when we crossed the street. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good way to put it.
In the suburbs.
That was perfect.
Preach, Tony.
You know what I'm saying? It's different. I had to learn that, because when my sons would do stuff, to me, I'm like, yo, that's just completely crazy for you to do that. And my wife actually had to pull me up on that and tell me, like, he may look like you, but he's not like you, because his experience. I think that to some extent, we're part of the problem, because we might have did too much for them, you know, because we didn't want them to struggle, so forth and so on. But sometimes struggle builds character. But I don't know how in this age do we recreate our upbringing and our experience. Because, I mean, all of us on here are blessed, man, to be way better than, our parents did our job, man. We're doing better than our parents are doing.
The key thing you said there, Bags, I got to agree with. The struggle builds character. And you're right. I don't want to see him have to suffer and have to go through things and, go live a life. Well, like we lived a terrible life, but, I want him to be able to have the stuff that I didn't have when I was in college, not being broke all the time, be able to eat and all that stuff. He grew up a lot better than shit. He got a lot more things. All he had to do was get some good grades, and it was whatever. I was like, you can have it, like we all did. You know what I'm saying? We made sure they were straight. As long as they doing right, they gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? So, but that struggle build character thing is real. It's 100. That creates you who you are. Once you come down from having nothing to coming up to something, it really makes you appreciate it a lot more too.
But you got
bro. We got suburban kids.
That's what I'm about to say. From the time that they was born, this is all they've known.
Exactly.
So we can't try to make them feel like, no, you can't have such and such. You can't do that. They ain't never did without it.
So me being the only one from Bowie State, you know what I'm saying? Y'all must have forgot something. Craig was on academic probation a couple times.
Yeah, we know that. I wasn't gonna bring that up. I wasn't gonna put him out there like that. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. You know what I'm saying?
That's your man. That's your man.
He's like his dad.
Craig, that's your man.
but I graduated before he did. How was that?
Yeah.
Hey, man, so you gonna bring up that it took him 8 years? Now you gonna bring it up it took him 8 years to get that 4 year degree?
I took 2 years off. I took 2 years off and caught up and passed him. How was that?
My parents' pockets. That's why.
This man was
Your mama parents.
He was walking. I ran right past him. I ran right past him.
Hey, that was economic. That's economic struggle, man. That's what that was about. That's economic struggle.
Hey, you're right. When I got kicked out, I paid my own way the rest of the way.
Yeah, you learned that.
She ain't paying no more. She ain't paying
struggle
no
builds
more.
character.
That was real. That was real. Real as a month. As soon as I got kicked out,
character.
them bills was all on me.
I was going back. I'll circle back to struggle. That's what I was going to.
But guess what that did for you though? When you had to pay for it,
yeah.
Your focus was a little bit different when you went to that class.
Hell yeah. It was
So
like,
right now, Slim down in North Carolina, ain't nothing coming out of his pocket.
Yeah.
So you talk about focus.
He's now.
What's his focus?
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm asking. I mean, what
Kim is doing? He's on probation now. He's good. He's doing all right.
He's doing good. He's doing real good. I'm just saying.
Better, but he's all right.
I want him to. He could do a lot better. But I just want him to have that focus. You know what I'm saying?
And
we talk about this girl a lot now. The girl comes up a lot now. So
And you know what? He's blessed.
Listen.
He's blessed to be able to talk to you about it.
To
and
talk
he's
to you
blessed
about it.
That he's coming to you to talk about it and stuff.
Yeah,
So
but
now-
I'm gonna tell you this, Craig. You can't do what she doing. That's why he can't focus. I don't care how much talking you doing. You can't do what she doing to him. That's where his focus is right now.
Hey, but Black, but look, it's all in your delivery now of what's going to be received and what's not going to be received at this point, because he is still doing that, and you don't want to shut that line of communication down. So it's all in what you give him. You still got to get your message across to him, but it's got to be in a way that he gonna receive it. And you know what's gonna make him shut down and what's gonna make him kind of listen to it. And even and I ain't talking about something that'll make him listen to it right now. It can be something that might not hit him till he laying down or he's sitting still later on in the week. Like, damn, Pops was right. I'm lunching. And so it's in your delivery.
I agree with y'all 100% about that delivery.
Because when he laying down and sitting there, she right there with him. So I don't know what part of his message is getting through on that situation right there. Come on, man. Don't act like we ain't been there, man. At the end of the day, as a man, it takes you time to learn how to handle a situation like that. And just trusting the fact that you did enough for him and you're there enough for him as a father for him to work his way through the situation. We all got in a situation at some point in time where that kind of took over our thought process until we learn how to control that and handle it and deal with it. He got to figure that out. You can't help him with that, bro. You can't.
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? As a young adult, when you start getting ass on the rig, you start thinking you a man, and that shit is farthest from it and stuff, man. When you get unlimited ass, oh Lord, have mercy.
No doubt.
Damn.
And that's why on an everyday basis down there in Elizabeth City, ain't nothing to do but down. That's it. Ain't got nothing else down there.
Yeah. First thing I said, dude, how many rubbers you got? How many rubbers you got? You got? Go get some more. Go get some more.
Ain't so Black.
Buy about 4 or 5 boxes. Be overstocked. You should be the one they coming to get ready. They just come here. I know Craig got some action. They should know you got a lot of rubbers in your room. That's what I want to.
Hey, Craig, you remember Health Center got rubbers, man? They got a whole jar. No questions asked. Go handful.
Man, don't give them no HBCU rubbers, man. Hey, don't give them none.
They trying to build the population down there.
You better go buy them some.
Hey, Craig, this is the question though, man. As you met the girl, it's her character. Does she seem like she's somebody just trying to get over? She on point.
She's a wonderful little.
There you go.
And
talk to her.
The reality of it is, she probably gonna be 1 of 4. You know what I mean? Like, it's great that she's a good person now and stuff, but you got to think this time next year it's gonna be on to somebody next. That's why, like with my son at the back of the day, I told my wife all the time, I'm like, I don't remember names. It's gonna be somebody else different in the next couple of weeks. Yeah. So it's great to see a nice person, but you don't get too caught up in it.
Yeah. Oh no. I'm just making sure she was cool, man. All right, we got off track, y'all. So Wildcats podcast coming to you live from
Glenn
Wildcats
with no
Studios.
topics go unscripted today.
hey, good times, man. Good conversation, man. I'm enjoying this. I don't know about y'all,
talk, bro.
No, you're right. You're right.
Talk, though.
I ain't complaining about it.
It's better than some of the other stuff, man. Come on, for real.
Look, it's better than all them posted memes that Craig be putting up there. So I'm good with that. We done kept Craig locked in. So
let's go to one that Keith's memes he's talking about. The meme that he sent me. Let's go to something he sent me. Look, this is the bullshit ass meme Keith sent me. Look at this wax. Look at this.
That's a wasted draft pick right there, bro.
Get the context. Get the context of when that was sent. That was sent as a joke.
All right. So let's go into the NBA though. Let's go to the NBA. Let's talk about these trades. Let's talk about the trades in the NBA. And let me get rid of this real quick.
Look at me. He just like this. Oh Lord.
Let's go to the trades in the NBA.
The damn Wizards.
Well, this kind of breaks it down from the standpoint of who went where and real fast. So I think the two at the top were kind of the shockers. The Kyrie, you knew it was going to happen sooner or later, but that KD, when that dropped and like it came through overnight at that, KD to the Suns. Which y'all feel about that? Give me your first reaction on KD leaving New Jersey and going to the Suns.
He's been asking for an out for a long time, so I understand why people are saying it's kind of like they shocked, especially when Kyrie left. You know, he's been trying to get out. He wanted out like, he was almost. I thought he was my head when I came back this season, fake the injury. So I mean, I'm not.
I think the shock value comes with it coming right behind Kyrie and the time that it happened. With coming over.
You got to think.
To me is go ahead, Keith.
You got to think when Kyrie had been playing some of his best ball while KD was out. So he thinking once I come back, we got a chance to make a run at this, the Eastern Conference. And then they let him go and they don't sign him and they trade him. Of course, I'm going to want to be gone now. He was already trying to go there. Now, I'm surprised Brooklyn sent him to where he wanted to go as opposed to sending him somewhere else. I mean, I know they weren't going to send him nowhere in the East.
I would have been
sent him to where he wanted to go.
That's the shock value to me.
But at the same time, let's the pickups that they got was some solid long. They're not superstars, but there's some good pieces that they picked up.
Oh no, I get that, and the draft picks that they got for too.
Yeah, so
I get that, but just on some straight up petty shit, I'm sending his ass to Charlotte to make sure he never gets a chance
where you want to go
ever again, or I'm sending him to the Orlando Magic, bro. You want it out, fine. I'm giving him away, bro, just to be petty for everything he did.
But unless you get draft picks, what else you gonna get though?
I got that. That situation in Brooklyn has KD fingerprints written all over top of that job. They've been over backwards to give him everything that he asked for, coach, players, and everything else of that nature. So to me, I don't think it's fair from a grown man standpoint that you get a franchise that's been over backwards. They give you what? Would they give him $280 million or something crazy like that? And then it's not working out. You get rid of James, what's going on?
Hardy.
Yeah, they went
you said it right.
to Philly.
You said it first.
Steve Nash.
The Kyrie leaves, which I fully expected because, like Keith said, his value wasn't any higher. That was strategic the way he did that. But why? To me, I'm like, I'm figuring as a grown man, I gotta wallow in that because now to me, his legacy is going to be tied to. He can't win anything on his own or do anything to build on his own. He got to go to a team that's already got other people. He's an add-on to that situation, just like Golden State.
But this is the thing out there in Phoenix where everybody's saying that they like projected to be in first place or they projected to win it. Chris Paul wasn't playing the best basketball leading the last month or so. I mean, he is 37, 38 years old with some old legs.
46, Keith. But all right, that's fine.
Huh?
I said I was going with Chris Paul like he's 46. His body old, man. He got a lot of minutes on his body. So
it's no guarantee.
I get that.
It's no guarantee that they're going to win the whole thing. But I do think that the KD trade opened up the floodgates for everything that happened that next day leading up to the deadline.
Here's the other thing that goes with that. That's probably his fourth or fifth lower body injury. Am I right? He had Achilles.
Third.
Talking about KD. That's the third one. Yeah. But I'm saying, like, you know that the more your body, those injuries happen, the more they start coming. First it was Achilles, and it was something else. Now it's a knee. He's 35, so the window I think is very short for them to have that ability to actually do what they think that they're going to do.
Right,
now, the most underrated shock. The most underrated shock value trade that I saw is Malik Beasley to the Lakers while Scottie Pippen Jr. is on the team.
Yeah.
Did anybody catch that?
Yeah.
You know Malik Beasley was messing with Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mother.
Yes.
How is that going to play out?
I did not know that. I did not.
Hold on, you didn't know that?
I did not.
Left his wife. He had a young wife to mess with Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mother, and they broke up. But he got traded in the Pat Beverly, Russell Westbrook trade and all that. Malik Beasley, who used to mess with Scottie Pippen Jr.'s mother, is now on the same team with Scottie Pippen Jr. How did that go right there?
Hey, pull this back up again for a second. We missing the John Wall with the Rockets.
That's the one. That's the one for me.
That's
the one that got me.
He hated that when he was there. He talked about how I'm freedom from the chains and all this, and they're gonna send him back. That's horrible.
I think they're gonna end up dropping him. They're gonna give him a buyout. He's gonna end up on somebody playoff roster.
I think they already did the buyout. I just don't know who anybody picked him up yet. They already did the buyout.
But his buyout got to be like $150 million, man.
Yeah.
It's big. The Magic have already bought out Pat Beverly's contract and stuff, so he's gone.
Why?
I don't know.
On
that Magic team, they already got a bunch of guards.
He may be out the league for a high shot.
They got Cole Anthony down there. They got Jalen Scruggs down there. They got Mikhail Fultz down there.
So where they get from the trade? Where they get from that then? A draft pick?
Mo Bamba to the Lakers.
They got rid of Mo Bamba.
Yeah.
I'm glad. I'm kind of glad to see Gary Payton II go back to the Warriors, though. For real, I think
that trade may not happen yet because he didn't pass his physical.
Yeah, he failed his physical this morning. Yesterday.
So that's going
to undo like 3 or 4 of these trades,
right?
Because that was a 3-team or 2 or 3-team trade situation that he was wrapped up in. So by him not passing his physical, now everybody got to go back and start all over again.
Yeah.
But the takeaway that team is saying they take him anyway depends on why he failed this. Can't they? They could just say.
I don't know if you can waive that situation and make it happen. I don't know because he got paid because he was in Portland, right? Did he go to Portland?
Yeah, he went to Portland.
Gary Payton II. He went to Portland, right?
Yeah.
They paid him. He got an extension. He got a contract extension.
I guess it all depends on what type of dude he was when he was there. If they would be willing to wait for that something like that to happen. Now, if this is a team that he wasn't familiar with, and you didn't pass that physical, then it's out of the question that this is done. But I don't know how he left or what terms he left on that they would be patient enough to see if he's going to be able to pass it or whatever. But I don't know.
They love him.
I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about the passing the physical. I'm worried about the money. That's the normal hang up. Because remember, Portland paid him. So when you trade him, that means you agree to take on that contract. So
that's why he left.
Right. I'm sure Portland is going to be like, all right, well, we'll pick up half the contract or something. They're going to have to make some kind of concession because I know Golden State don't want to eat that salary that he's paying. They already paying hella luxury tax. All them guys they got on that squad.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
So I know he has shoulder injury. Is this another new injury or is it the same shoulder injury?
I didn't see what was going on. They just said he failed the physical. I didn't see what caused him to fail it.
All right. So Wildcats Podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios. We're talking NBA right now, some trades. And so here's KD. That's not KD. Where's KD? Here's KD with his new team. You know what I'm saying? Chris Paul like he 46. He do like he be 46. Bama headline.
He's been in the league a long time, bro. He's been in the league a long time.
I think KD gonna take a little pressure off him so he can step up in moments. That's what he want to need.
And with that trade, KD and Perk went at it real quick. Perk say what he gonna say, and KD said it, snap right back. Niggas like Perk make a living lion.
Damn, help that boy out reading.
It's just what I said.
Honor, homies. Perk, I don't understand why Perk goes so hard on his former brotherhood. It's like he takes the hard out on everybody.
But hold up, what did he say that wasn't true, Craig? He's right.
But
look at that, man. KD and Kyrie made all the decisions, bro. They blew up that franchise, man. They blew up that franchise.
But this one text is not just not read the whole story of Kendrick Perkins and how he goes.
No, but
NBA
that's
players.
personal between them two, bro.
Hey,
Yeah,
Tony,
yeah,
though.
it's very personal.
Tony,
It's very personal.
Yeah.
Tony, you said they blew up the franchise, but be real, before they got there, the franchise was irrelevant.
I get that, bro, but they like what, about 300 million or more for that experiment.
I'm pretty sure they made the
Harden got
franchise
paid,
that though. They
Kyrie
made the
got paid, and
franchise.
so did Kevin Durant.
Put it this way: how many times were the Nets on prime time before they got there, before after? They made the franchise there and plus.
All right, fellas. Let's go into the NBA actual standings real quick. We're gonna start in the East right now.
All of this is irrelevant because it's all gonna change.
This is as of Friday.
It's all gonna change.
And so we're just looking at the standings and coming in the number one. You do have
the Wizards in the play-in. What?
I told
probably
you.
not after the night.
Miles Brooklyn, KD
No,
to Charlotte.
they up right now.
KD to
They up
Charlotte.
16 right now. They up 16.
Well, you got Boston with the best record in the league right now. You got my pick to win the NBA championship. The Bucks right behind them at number 2. And then you got the 76ers in Cleveland. And you got the Nets. Out of all what's going around, they are number 5 in the Eastern Conference right now. With all that trades and getting rid of people.
All this is irrelevant because it's going to change.
So you don't think they're going to keep winning? They're going to start losing streak coming for the Nets?
They lost Kyrie and KD. Well, KD's already been injured, but
Kyrie was balling the last 3 weeks that put them on that little run that they was on.
Hey, check
but
this out.
It's still jumbled up, but it's going to change a whole lot.
Sneaky, probably best player that gotten on the low, Jay Crowder to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
I
like that.
He's trying to get there.
Yes.
He's been on the shelf for all season.
Yes, sir.
He's been trying to
getting paid just to chill, work out.
Yeah.
Ask John Wall. All right, let's go to the Western Conference. The number 1 team in the Western Conference is the Denver Nuggets. Then you have Ja Morant and his Memphis Grizzlies.
The gangster.
They try to be gangster with it.
The gangster.
Sacramento Kings still right there. They still in the top 5. You got the Dallas Mavericks and you got KD. Look at that. The team he's going to is in number 5 position. The Suns.
So Kyrie goes to Dallas. You don't think nothing about
crazy? Hey, you know something crazy? Hey, listen. Some of those playoff matchups in the first round is going to be crazy. You could possibly get like Golden State against Denver. You know what I'm saying? Or the Timberwolves against Denver. Or something. It's going to be some crazy first round match. You might see like a 1 seed or a 2 seed go down in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah,
but again, that list is going to change between now and March or going in the end of March, middle of March. It's going to change.
Yeah.
Just off of all those trades that happen, it's going to change. You're going to have a lot of people moving around, especially in the West, because all the action took place in the West.
Yep.
All right, so while we're still in basketball, let's go to the All-Star game. And these are the rosters that they have to choose from. The Greek Freak Giannis and LeBron have to choose from. This is like the old school gym type of thing. You know, you get one pick, I get one pick, you get one pick, I get one pick. So just by saying that off the top of your head, gentlemen, who's going to win, the East or the West? Before you even know the teams.
It ain't the East or West. You don't know what the team is.
Okay, my bad. Is it going to be Giannis or LeBron?
Hey,
how they pick the captain? How LeBron's the captain?
Anthony Edwards is a dog, and so is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Yeah, LeBron, he had the most votes. That's why they both captains right now.
Okay.
But you can't say who's gonna win the game. You don't know what the team is.
Yeah.
They haven't picked the team yet.
Let's pick MVP.
I know.
Let's pick MVP.
Where's the game? It's in Utah.
Yes.
To be honest,
Jazz player. I know they ain't gonna let Laurie Mark and get the MVP in Utah. They normally try to get the hometown person the MVP. I can't see that happen. And I know you got 3 injured dudes. I'm going with John Morant on the low, probably as an MVP.
I'm going with Tatum.
Show out in that game.
I'm
or
going
Anthony
with Tatum.
Edwards, one of them two.
I'm going with Tatum. I think Tatum's going to show out. We're going to drop 30, 40.
Who?
Jason Tatum.
Oh, Tatum.
Jason Tatum.
I don't think a lot of people really care about this shit for real. At least I don't. I'm only speak for me and stuff. It's the All-Star game. Dudes don't really play hard. They only play really to kind of get the MVP. And then once they see they're not going to get it, they all kind of back off and just try not to get hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you don't like the structure, or you just think the All-Star game is some BS altogether?
I think it's washed at this point. The dunk contest is watered down. The little skills challenge I ain't never liked type of deal. And then, like he said, when you get the actual All-Star game, I think they only start playing in the fourth quarter when the game is close to get the bigger payout
to get the money
at the end of the game.
Get the money.
I tell you, the NFL, I like their little skills challenge, and that little skills challenge in the NFL was kind of cool. I thought
you watched that?
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I did watch it. I thought it was cool.
Yeah, I wasn't watching no dodgeball and flag football game. That was to me.
No, they had a lot of them drills that you do in the combine, and it was kind of cool. It was kind of cool. It wasn't bad at all. The best catch. It was. They try to get creative with it because, like y'all said, their Pro Bowl games were getting kind of washed. But at least they're trying to do something different. In the NBA, with the dunk contest, adding outside participants outside of the NBA to actually do it is a good idea because you got guys in the NBA that don't care about doing no creative type dunks, and you got these dudes that are out there on the internet doing all this crazy stuff. So I think it's a good idea to try it to see what's going to happen. But
and you got regular fans and people that understand the game that won't give a damn about it, just like we didn't give a damn about the NFL Pro Bowl.
Oh my! Well, there's you. It was for y'all. It's a lot more.
I would say, I still go with NBA. Doesn't mean nothing till April 1st of May. Doesn't mean nothing. I barely watch. I watch the home team.
I think second round of playoffs on. I will say difference this year because of all the people moving around. I think it's going to be some good first round matchups, series wise.
Even last year, but people was jockeying for those positions. Now with these playing positions, you got it's all the games going to mean something going down there because it deals with the seeding. So last year that format of them going to the play-in tournament and all that made everybody kind of have to watch, and every game meant something down to the last game of where you were going to be seated at. So that part of it is good, but as far as the All-Star weekend, I think a lot of those dudes could probably rest up, use that time to rest up, and let whatever little nagging injuries heal or whatever, and then get back to it after that break.
Yep.
All right, so Wildcats Podcast coming to you live from some Wildcat Studios, and right now we're going to switch gears again and go into some entertainment, and we'll go right to the top 50 rappers of all time. This year is the 50th anniversary of hip hop, so we're going to talk about that right now. Keith actually brought this up to me, and this list is I don't know. I'm gonna say this about. I'm gonna say this.
Is this in no particular order? Is this in no particular order?
No, this is supposed to be Billboard's order.
This is Billboard's magazine's order of the top 50 rappers of all time, and I'm gonna give Billboard credit. I do like the names that are in the top 50. I just don't like the order that they have them in.
Right.
I'm gonna start off with Gucci Mane is first. I'm gonna start mine first. Gucci Mane number 38, and behind him you have people like Jada Kiss,
Dr. Dre,
MC Light, Rick Ross, Ludacris.
But you talking about your era. Talking about your era.
My man Gucci.
But when I initially sent this to everybody, I only saw the top 10. I didn't even see anything from 11 to 50. Craig went and pulled that up. I only saw the top 10, and I had a big problem with the top 10.
The Nicki Minaj joint is ridiculous.
Kendrick Lamar is too high. Too high.
You said who?
What's Kendrick Lamar?
Kendrick Lamar is too high.
No. He top 10 though.
Number 2.
He's not 2 though. He's not
top 10, not 2.
I don't think he's high. He should be higher than Biggie or Tupac or Nas for that respect.
At all.
But Nicki Minaj, you gotta see.
Rakim is 13.
She's in front of Rakim.
Why is Queen Latifah in the top 50 though? Queen Latifah is the top 50.
I would go with that. Yeah, definitely.
No.
Top 50. I put her in the top 50.
No.
She might be 40. Look, she might be 48, but I put her in my top 50.
She was almost a one-hit wonder.
Nah,
Give
bro.
me,
She had a nice career as a rapper.
Give me three songs. She got her acting career is better than her rapping career.
I give her top 50.
Come on,
I would give her top 50.
songs. Give me three songs.
Black Thought. Who is Black Thought? Number 28.
Black Thought.
Well, from the
Black
Roots.
Thought.
From the
He's
roots.
From the roots, man. From the roots.
But I think, I think part of our opinion, I know mine for sure, is biased off of what you like to listen to.
Yeah,
You know, I was real heavy on the down south. I was real heavy on the West Coast. I wasn't real big on a lot of that New York rap style. I wasn't real big on that for a long time.
Is KRS One on that list?
Yeah, he's on there. He's at 24.
24.
Okay.
This is what I'm saying. This
Where's
is what I'm
Master
looking
P?
at names. Let's look at names.
Master P on that joint. He had like 50 albums.
No, Master P is not.
We talk about greatest rappers. I don't think nah should get you on that list, bro.
No, the question is, where's Grand Poobah on this list? Shout out to my man. Shout out to my man. Hey, but no, look at this. I see Rakim, and then you go down to Nicki Minaj. Come on, man. You talk about era. Eras don't have nothing to do with straight up rapping skills. I mean,
these youngers don't know nothing about Rakim.
Yeah, they don't. They don't.
They ain't got to.
But I'm looking at it.
Know
what I needed? I needed to know what was this based off of, and I never found that out. I never got an answer about what this actually list was kind of based off.
But like I'm looking at Lauryn Hill on there. She wasn't really a rapper to me. She was more of a singer.
At all.
And why do they have Reverend Run up there as opposed to Run DMC?
Run DMC, right? And then Missy Elliott on
Run
there.
by himself was trash without DMC.
Missy Elliott wasn't really a rapper to me either. I looked at her more as a singer.
Hey,
but you know, I think it's to Keith's point is it's like who you like, and within this genre, there's still subgroups within this genre. Like some people ain't gonna really kind of flow with the gangster rap, and then some people ain't gonna
Red man, come on.
Who?
Redman is number 42. He's number 42.
42. He on there.
Okay.
He on there. But like like some of that super woke, like the woke rap and all that. Like I was never really a big fan of Mos Def.
Okay, Keith. That's what you say. You say about the young is what they like, and it's about their era.
It's your personal preference.
So if you putting Future in front of Mos Def, it has to. That's the only excuse you can say right there, because ain't no way in hell Future's better than Mos Def, because that's that different type of rap that Anthony was talking about. You know what I'm saying?
Look, to me, it's no way the Future is in front of Dr. Dre.
But are we talking about him as a producer? Rhymes. It's the way talking about him as a producer. T.
In front of Bun B. He shouldn't be in front of none of that. But again, if we looking at record sales and the way these youngers be on him, he might have had way more streams or whatever.
Yeah, about a month ago, he sold out. He sold out the Cat One Arena about a month ago. He was at Cat One.
Hey, real quick, let me throw this out here. Do y'all know that Drez from the Black Sheep is leading a class action lawsuit against one of the biggest record companies? I can't remember which one, because I guess in their contracts they were supposed to get paid for CDs, tapes, and whatever. And there's language in the contracts that says that anything that comes after CDs, tapes, and whatever was out when we were younger, that they supposed to split 50-50. Streaming wasn't out when they did them contracts. So apparently he got a lawsuit out. I can't remember which record company it was, but like $100 and some million, because they said they're getting their money stolen because they're using the music in streams.
Because the record company cut the deal with the streaming service and didn't include them in on the deal.
They ain't getting nothing from that. Nothing.
They don't get nothing
because it wasn't out then. Supposedly there's language in their contract that uses the verbiage as something like anything unforeseen is a 50-50 split. The other stuff, whatever your cut is, you get $1 off of every CD or 50 cents off of every tape. So apparently, I know it ain't a day that a commercial don't go by when you hear that Black Sheep joint playing in the background.
Hell yeah.
They say that he's not getting paid nothing for that. They say he ain't getting paid none of that. They say he's sued. He's the head of it, but it's a class action lawsuit by a bunch of the old school rappers. Some of them on those on that list that are suing the record companies to try to get that money.
Well, let's take it back to the top 50 real quick, Tony, with your honorable mention who didn't make the list. your guy Ja Rule. So
whatever. Don't do that silly stuff. Don't do that silly stuff. Don't do that. That's messed up, man.
Ja Rule says ain't no 50 rappers dead or alive waiting to be born better than him. Come on now. Come on now.
Hey, I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say
back
this.
to what that criteria was, man, and what they base it off of.
Hey, Black, let's keep it real. Basically, he birthed a style that 50 Cent got big and blew up off of. 50 Cent killed him and then basically took his style to the next step and became who he is. That singing rap thing, whatever, he came out with that. Now I ain't gonna say he maybe top 50 or whatever, but he did have a lot of hits, during a period of time.
Man, it's a couple of people you cut off this list and you can put Ja Rule name in there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
it's like I see. Yeah, it's probably more than two. You can give Ja some love on this, but I don't know.
I'm tripping off of Black Thought. Everybody's like, who's Black Thought? The Roots? Oh, does he have anything solo? Is it just because he's part of the Roots?
Yeah, because you know what? In a lot of cases, there's some people who are part of a band or a group, and then they're just taking out the individual and stuff. Like Q-Tip, Andre 3000, Black Thought. Like they're part of bands, but Q-Tip and the other one, they kind of separated themselves outside the group. But there's some like Run DMC. Like I didn't think Rev Run over Run DMC and
Fife.
stuff. So.
You talking about Fife, dog?
Yeah, with Tribe Called Quest. Period. It was the whole. It was the whole group that would put them in. You would put the group in the top 50, not them individually.
That joint was a movement, bro.
Hold on. Andre 3000. You gotta remember they had that. They after the first album. They had each album
they
had
separated.
Was Andre was his, and he had a lot of bangers on that. So,
but Big Boy has some stuff on there too. But I would put them combined. I think Outkast would still be able to make this list too, combined as a group. And that same thing, and maybe that's the same thing that happened with Lauryn Hill. They talking about the Fugees, even though it was just one album.
But if you go,
think about it, was the miseducation of Lauryn Hill.
Let's go to Wu-Tang. I see Ghostface Killer.
There you go, Wu-Tang.
I see Ghostface Killer. And
you see Method? You see Meth Man on there?
No. Damn, I don't see Method Man.
No Method?
Method Man ain't on there.
Are you serious?
Hey, Slick Rick the Rule ain't on there?
Wait a minute. Now you got 24 and 25 blocked out with this little ticker that you got going down the bottom. I can't see 24 and 25.
Let me take
25 and 26.
Let me take the ticket. Let me take the ticket off.
Method
Man.
But see, Big Pun don't need to be on there. It's definitely not 26.
You said who?
Big Pun in front of
Big
T.I.
Pun. I mean, what, one song?
Oh, Big Pun.
But look, you got to pick your poison because you either get Big Pun or Fat Joe. You can't have both.
Fat Joe on there?
Fat Joe had more music than Big Pun.
Way more.
But he ain't.
What about your man T-Pain?
Fat Joe ain't on here.
I'm saying Big Pun should be on there, period. Let alone number 26.
If he would have died, man, he had momentum. He just died.
Who, Big Pun?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one song.
He had one song.
He a player, but he crushed a lot. That's the only song I remember that he did.
That's it.
Now he had a couple others, man.
He had some. I can't name it, but he did have a couple of his songs.
It's flow.
Glenn AirPods. Hey, Black, we gotta get Glenn AirPods. We listen to something tricky in that playlist.
Oh my God.
You got something tricky in that playlist.
He had one song.
Hey.
That was the hit though. That was the big song though. He ain't got that wrong. That was his big song.
I'm trying to live.
He said, "Oh man, it's some Wildcats podcast, man. We talking the 50 greatest rappers of all time as put on by Billboard magazine." Okay. I don't know. I do agree. I'm gonna say this. I do agree with Jay being the number one. Y'all got a problem with that?
Nah.
No, man. I'm a Biggie fan, but I see Jay his longevity. He's kind of transcended, he's trying to transcend it like Gen X and other groups and stuff. So I don't got no argument, but I think B.I.G. should be probably a little higher. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I don't think
he's one of the best rappers lyrically, period. Lyrically, he's a lyrical genius.
I can't tell you off the top of my head.
Hey, I was Jay-Z concert, man. I ain't gonna lie. I was standing.
I remember two for Kendrick Lamar.
Jay-Z Jones was that Jones. It reminded me of some hits that I had forgot about. It
But hold
was
up.
the whole concert, like 2 hours of standing up.
R. Kelly in on this list?
He ain't a
I'm
rapper.
just
Different
kidding.
genre.
Oh my
Yeah, because
God.
again, you got to ask, what about T-Pain?
I said that earlier.
T-Pain is a singer though to me.
He's a singer. He's an R&B singer. He's understood as a rapper.
But he was in love with a stripper. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Kendrick Lamar, 10
know,
albums. Google says Kendrick Lamar had 10 albums.
Oh, he got rock albums. Yeah. He has a rock albums, yeah.
Yes, 10 albums. He put out his first album in 2009. He put out 2 albums in 2009. He put out an EP, the Kendrick Lamar, in 2009, and C4 in 2009. So, yeah, 2012, 2 in 2012,
I only
1 in
remember
2011.
What was the joint where he had the minivan on the cover?
I don't see that cover at all.
The joint with "Don't Kill My Vibe" on it.
Oh, that joint was a banger right there.
That was the first album I remember of his, and then whatever came out after that. So I don't know.
He had like 4 or 5 like hits on that album alone.
Oh yeah, no, that was one of the albums that you could listen to from start to finish without skipping.
That
was
one
a
that
classic.
had them what is that, swimming pools?
Right, that's the same joint with
yeah,
"Don't Kill My
yeah.
Vibe" on there. That was it.
Yeah.
But that was that one CD. I don't remember nothing else. And then the one after that, but not enough to put him at number 2 in front of all these people that's on here. Nah.
Are y'all cool with Nas in front of Biggie and Eminem and Tupac?
Nope.
Nah.
All right.
You know
So
what? I'm
Wildcats
okay with
podcast.
just switching Biggie and Nas, just switching those out.
Yeah, that means you would put Eminem over Tupac.
Nope. I don't like that either.
Yeah, no, I would switch that too.
No, you wouldn't. If you take Biggie and Nas and flip them, Eminem's still there. Eminem would stay right there in 4 and 5. Because Biggie number 6 and Nas is number 3.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know if I believe him at number 5.
You think Eminem better than Lil Wayne?
That's my personal preference. Nope.
Lyric, yes. Nah, take it back. Never mind. Take that back.
All right.
Recent
Wildcats
memory, man. Lil
podcast.
Wayne, he fell off a little, man. He
Coming
was
soon.
somewhere
That
else.
dude did 100
Studios.
songs in 1 year, Glenn. That
Dude,
dude did.
I-
Do you remember that year? He was like on
Dude,
every other song that
I
came
went
from
to
the
like 2
record.
of his concerts, man. That dude was on fire. Then he started getting just weird.
That's all that lean he be drinking.
That's like, yeah, exactly. I'm gonna say is all that. Since he got that time that he got in trouble on his bus. Ever since then, man, I was like, what's it? I can't get to him, but I used to be a Lil Wayne fan.
I got a quick shout out. You got to help me out with this, Ant, because I'm giving the shout out because you sent me this in the DM. Got to shout out our niece, Alex Cowan, basketball player at Wagner University. She had a career high of 26 points against, I don't know what school she was playing, though. I know she got a career high.
St. Francis of Brooklyn.
St. Francis of Brooklyn. So y'all got to give it up for Nisi doing her thing, balling. And I believe she's graduating this year, too. She already graduated? She's graduating, too.
No, she graduates in May.
Graduating in May, too. So y'all give it up for Nisi doing her
With 2
thing.
years of
Student
eligibility.
athlete, baby. Student athlete.
Look, with 2 years of eligibility. So
That's what I'm talking about. Give it up.
And look, and she followed that joint up today with 19.
That's all right. That's all right.
So she fully recovered from her knee. And
Yeah.
she fully recovered. Good. That's great news, man.
yeah.
All right, fellas. Before we get up out here in the show, we're gonna step on 2 different topics, man. We're gonna talk real quick about a little Black History Month fact. Today, February the 11th, 1990, the African National Congress leader and future South African president Nelson Mandela was released from the Victor Verster prison after 27 years. So, a little black fact. It's Black History Month. Do it for Nelson Mandela. This happened in 1990. That seemed like Nelson Mandela got out of jail like yesterday. Time is flying past. I remember when it happened. It was like one of the biggest stories going. So, and he also picked up a Nobel Peace Prize in
That didn't seem like
1993.
yesterday. I was still in high school in February of 1990.
Oh Lord, it did seem like yesterday, dude.
It's a big
long
difference
ass
between
day.
18 and 50.
How were you still in high school?
I graduated in 1990.
Okay, all right, okay.
That was our first year of Bowie, Black.
Yeah, it was. We went at Bowie 89. We was in 89, weren't we?
Yeah,
They graduated
89.
now.
No, I was at Hampton.
Yeah, me and Hampton's at Hampton.
Yeah, y'all was
Me
at
and
Hampton
Hampton's
first.
at
Yeah. All right, so little Black History fact.
Still at Northwestern.
And shout out on this day, February the 11th in 1972. 72.
Yeah.
Dirk Bailey was born. Y'all give a shout out to my man Dirk Bailey. Happy birthday to Mr. Ezra Technologies. He couldn't make the show today because he's celebrating with the family. All right. So the last topic of the day is the FIUU candidate of the week. And since only one person submitted their candidate of the week, I guess we're gonna roll with Keith. So Keith, who was our FIUU candidate of the week, man?
They shot that down, but nobody else had another one. they shot it down.
So we going with yours.
They shot it down. Now somebody did have another suggestion. What was your suggestion, Ed? Somebody had another suggestion.
Yeah, it was the Eagles.
Oh no. Yeah, but no, my suggestion was Halle Berry falling on stage.
You gotta show the video, Craig. Show the video.
Went behind.
He didn't send me the video.
Oh, he don't have the video. I did send you the video.
You did not send me the video.
I sent you the video this morning.
You did not send me the video, Halle Berry.
But the meme when they took it and showed her feet like the Wicked Witch from the Wizard of Oz, where they just showed the bottom of her boots. That joke made it funnier than what it was. But she did get up and finish her speech.
Lord, Halle Berry goes down. No, that's not.
That's not a bad idea.
That's not a bad.
Monsters Ball Part 2.
Pun intended.
Hey, look, you got Monsters Ball Part 2.
Wow. So one time, what we gonna put in? So she failed. I mean, what class we gonna put her in? What school we gonna put her in? What she gonna
Gymnastics.
Gymnastics. All right, her paperwork has been processed. Halle Berry is now on a full scholarship to Fuck It Up University for falling during the charity event. All right, one time for Halle Berry. All right, so all right, it is Black History Month, and we always show love to Black businesses. So I gotta show love to my favorite Black business outside of PJ's Coffee. Got to give it up for Henderson Automotive in Queenstown, Maryland. Been around since probably for the last 60 some years. They're still there in Queenstown, right off of Children Road, doing their thing. Black-owned business. Repair, they do everything. I just took my car down there about 3 weeks ago and got a nice alignment. That's what it is. I got alignment. I was gonna say lineup, but alignment on my car. So shout out to that Black business, Henderson Automotive in Queenstown, Maryland. And anybody else got a Black business outside of PJ's Coffee? Want to show some love to some a Black business? No. Okay.
Yeah, for Ron Associates, it's that time of the year to get your tax services done. Get it done before April 15th.
Yes, sir.
Ron Associates.
Who owns Ron Associates, Mr. Cowan? Who's the owner proprietor of Ron Associates?
Mr. Farrar. And our esteemed Leroy Bagley.
Leroy.
My man.
I also shout out to Ezra Technologies, Anthony, that specializes in
facilities management, IT services, and construction management.
All right, y'all get it for Derek. All right, fellas. So that is it for the show. Appreciate y'all checking us out. But one last thing, Keith has to always let us know when we're coming back for our next show. So when we'll be next, be on here live doing our thing with some Wildcats podcast, episode 3 in season 5. Keith, when will we be back?
25th.
The 25th of February?
Yeah, that's 2 weeks.
All right.
So we in syndication, man. 5 seasons gets you in syndication, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Hey, do this. Please go and subscribe to our YouTube page. Go check us out at Some Wildcats on YouTube. Go follow us, subscribe, and like us. Coming soon, Some Wildcats podcast to Instagram and to TikTok. We'll be there real soon. All right. So, any last words before we get up out of here, fellas? Any last words before I click this button? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, peace.
Let's party, if you don't, out of here. I said, now if you don't.